Man, episode 73 of Dragon Ball Super is probably my favorite episode at this point. Why? Because it was Gohan's episode, and next week we'll have another Gohan-based episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you happen to be new to the channel, please punch that subscribe button in the face. Let's go ahead and hit a like goal of 500 likes on this video. Let's see if we can accomplish that. I normally get that on other videos, but not really the Super reviews. But that being said, Kage no Kaze, I know that you love this episode, bro. I know that you did. So long story short, Great Saiyaman is a idol, and or not really an idol in particular, because they use the word idol to reference like stars and stuff like that over there in Japan. So that's why Coco is an idol. That's what that means. You know, she's a superstar, whatever, a pop star, whatever the case is. That being said, obviously Great Saiyaman is a hero. They said that he used to come around, used to save stuff, but some time has passed. He hasn't been doing it in a while. Obviously, we know Gohan is in his 20s now, somewhere in there, whereas he was about 16, 17, 18 back in the Buu Saga, I believe, closer to 18 actually. But that being said, it's been a while. Point period. It's been a while since he's been Great Saiyaman. He hasn't been doing it. They referenced this several times in there. So they have an actor there. Barry, I forgot what the last name was. I was so hyped by Gohan, I didn't pay him much attention, man. And obviously he's a big shot there with blonde hair, blue eyes, and all that, you know, typical personification of something like that. But that being said, you know, he is very cocky, very full of himself, and he's the main star of this, and it has Mr. Satan in there as well. So it's Great Saiyaman versus Mr. Satan on some Batman v Superman type stuff, and I thought that was an interesting concept, an interesting title. Aside from that, Gohan is cast to be the stunt double. He basically shows up the main character, the Barry guy, and I can't even recap this because I'm so lit by all the Gohan stuff. Long story short, Gohan saves the day in there as Great Saiyaman because he gets carried away wearing the suit. He took the suit home and all that stuff after the set. And, you know, there's a subplot there with Jocko and this creature that is able to go into bodies and basically take control of people, similar to Baby, a la Baby from Dragon Ball GT. So that's it. That's the plot. Let's talk about Gohan, man. I was so lit in this, like, you know, looking at it, it was like this guy, for one, his girl got hit on by this, you know, the blonde-haired guy, Barry, whatever his last name is. Let me know down below in the comments. Not that I'll really care after this, but let me know anyway. His girl got hit on. Videl showed him up. She was like, nah, I don't need your autograph. And this is all on TV. I'm like, damn, bro, you just got stood up. And Gohan is just there, and he's like, oh, you should have got the autograph. She's like, oh, you're cool enough for me. I was like, man, he ain't even got to do anything. He got it like that. So from there, you know, she's like, oh, Gohan, you should be Great Saiyaman in this, because he was really reluctant to do it. But he was like, okay, I'll do it, because maybe Pan will want to do it, want to watch the film later on and stuff like that when she grows up, which I thought was really cool, man. He wanted to do something that she could be proud of later on in life, which is a really cool concept. That being said, also, I wanted to kind of point out that, you know, Gohan always wanted to be a professor. Apparently, he's a professor's assistant, so he's not really there yet, but he's on his way. So, you know, it's something that'll probably shake out later on. Obviously, we know how he turns out in the end of Z and then, quote-unquote, uncanon GT. I'm not going to really talk too much about that here. But, you know, it was funny whenever, on a side note, Videl was getting hit on, because Pan looked pissed at that moment. Like, go watch that. She looked pissed. So Gohan is just holding Pan, and I'm just like, man, I'm not gonna let nobody step to my girl like that. But he didn't say anything. Obviously, Gohan could be kind of beta male sometimes. Aside from that, man, I'm saying a lot. Forgive me. This is where the episode got fun for me, because obviously Great Saiyaman is going to be there doing some crazy stuff that these regular humans are not accustomed to. Obviously, they thought he was just a stunt guy. Honestly, they thought that he was probably going to just hurt himself and bust his ass, but obviously he wasn't in that scenario. He is the real Great Saiyaman. Even Hercule almost blew his cover earlier in the episode with Coco. But on top of that, this is where things get fun, because afterwards, right, after Gohan does the whole stunt thing the first time, Videl walks over. You know, they were like, hey, we want to hire you as the full-time stunt person. And Videl walks over. She was like, you should do it. She whispers in his ear. My heart started pounding and stuff. I was like, bro, go on. Oh, my God, this ain't suitable for work, bro. This ain't suitable for work. Oh. Videl walks over and talks about how he just turned her on, man. I'm sorry. I had to say it. That was the most lit episode, or lit part of the episode, or second most lit part of the episode, because later on, right after Gohan basically saves Krillin, well, Krillin didn't really need help anyway. It didn't appear like he did. When Gohan was being Great Saiyaman for real off the set, and he kind of got carried away, and Bulma had to save him later on. He was talking to Bulma on the roof, and Coco was eavesdropping. She was ear hustling, if you're familiar with the term. And she heard Bulma say that he is the real Great Saiyaman. So she basically corners this man. She's like, hey, can you teach me some lines? And I'm like, wait, what? She want to do this one-on-one with him? Okay, all right, I see how this is. If that was me, I'm not going to really go there, but I'm just really hyped. I'm sorry. She corners him, right? And when she corners him, she is just all over him. She's like, I want this, and Barry can't do this, and you're the real Great Saiyaman. I'm like, bro, this is my man. Gohan is getting cornered by hoes. Oh my God, what happened? I was sitting there just dead. I was done. That was my favorite part of the episode. It was momentary, right? Like, it wasn't really a big deal. Jocko was there. Jocko's always fun to see, but he didn't really do too much. He was just there in the beginning. It was funny how he's like, hey, can I tell them that you forced me to eat ramen? He was like, I'll report you. I was like, damn. No hesitation, just I'll report you if you do that. So Jocko does show up at the end, and apparently that thing is trying to control Gohan at this point. So we'll see how that shakes out. It's a 2-part mini, fun little filler, quote unquote, arc type of thing, filler in between stuff. So it is really fun. I'm going to get up out of here. I think I'm going to watch that again. It's not the best episode, but it's probably my personal favorite, or one of my personal favorites. It'll go down in the all-time greatest Gohan moments, and Piccolo is still somewhere babysitting. So that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.